Coca Cola, one of the world's most polluting brands when it comes to plastic waste, has been accused for its reported discontinuation of reusable packaging goals. The company seems to have abandoned previous commitments of encouraging refillable packaging and cutting virgin plastic use by citing business growth as a challenge. All this comes just as negotiations on an international legally binding instrument on plastic pollution concluded in Busan, South Korea. Earlier this year, researchers at science.org had found that fewer than 60 multinationals are responsible for more than half of the world's plastic pollution, with 6 responsible for a quarter of that. Coca Cola was one of them. In 2022, there was a promise made by Coca Cola to have 25% of its drinks sold in refillable or returnable glasses or plastic bottles, or in refillable containers which could be filled up at fountains or freestyle dispensers. Instead, Coca Cola has now announced that it would aim to use 35 to 40% of recycled material in primary packaging and ensure collection of 70 to 75% of bottles and cans by 2035. There is criticism that this pivot undermines global efforts to reduce plastic waste, with Coca Cola responsible for 11% of branded plastic pollution worldwide. For every percentage increase in plastic produced, there is an equivalent increase in plastic pollution in the environment. More than 1.8 million items of plastic waste across 84 countries over 5 years were collected and surveyed by an international team of volunteers. The bulk of the collection was single-use packaging for food, beverage, and tobacco products. Less than half of the plastic litter had identifiable branding that could be traced back to the company responsible for its packaging. Campaigners have invoked companies such as Coca Cola to move from recycled plastic targets to reusable bottle targets, since single-use items are the main problem. And recycled single-use items continue to contribute to environmental pollution most of the time. This coincides with the nearly 200 nations failing to reach an agreement to reduce plastic pollution at the 5th meeting of the Intergovernmental Negotiating Committee or INC in Busan. For many, this failure represents a profound setback, exposing the deep divisions among the nations and the compromises made in pursuit of consensus. The other brands responsible for plastic pollution, apart from Coca Cola, are PepsiCo at 5%, Nestle at 3%, Danone at 3%, and Altria at 2%, accounting for 24% of the total branded count.